Breaking. A brand new Social Security amendment has just been announced, and it could mean bigger checks for millions of Americans. Even better, these payments start this week and you'll want to know if you're eligible. In today's update, we'll cover what this amendment includes, who qualifies for these higher payments, and exactly when the money will hit your account. If you're on Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, this is a must-watch. Before we get into the full details, don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss an important update that could help you get the money you deserve. Picture this. You're sitting at your kitchen table, sorting through bills, and wondering how to make your Social Security benefits stretch further. Trust me, you're not alone. Millions of Americans have been feeling the squeeze, especially with inflation hitting record highs. But here's the bombshell: Congress has just passed a groundbreaking amendment to the Social Security Act that could significantly increase your monthly checks, and the first payments are rolling out this week. Let me ask you something: did you know that this is the most substantial change to Social Security benefits since the 1980s? The new amendment, which many are calling the Senior Security Boost Act, is designed to address the growing gap between benefit payments and the actual cost of living. But what exactly does this mean for you and your family? Let's break down the numbers that matter to you. The average Social Security recipient currently receives about $1,827 per month. But under this new amendment, beneficiaries could see increases ranging from $200 to $500 monthly, depending on their current benefit level and years of contribution. That's potentially an extra $6,000 per year in your pocket. Are you starting to see why this is such a big deal? Here's where it gets really interesting. The amendment includes a revolutionary new formula for calculating cost of living adjustments, COLA. Instead of using the traditional Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners, CPIW, the new calculation will use the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, CPIE. Why does this matter? Because the CPIE specifically tracks the spending patterns of seniors, including higher weightings for medical care and housing costs, which typically increase faster than general inflation. But wait, there's more to this story that you need to know. The amendment also includes a special catch-up provision for beneficiaries who've been receiving payments for more than 20 years. This is designed to compensate for years where COLAs didn't adequately cover rising costs. Have you been collecting benefits for 2 decades or more? This could mean an additional bump in your monthly check. You might be wondering, how is this all being funded? The amendment introduces several key changes to the Social Security tax structure. The current cap on taxable earnings, set at $160,200 for 2023, will be gradually increased over the next 5 years. Additionally, there's a new supplemental tax on earnings over $400,000, ensuring that high-income earners contribute more to the system. But here's the crucial part: these changes won't affect the majority of working Americans. Let's talk about timing, because this is where things get exciting. The first wave of adjusted payments begins this week, with recipients seeing increases based on their regular payment schedule. If you typically receive your Social Security check on the second Wednesday of the month, you'll be among the first to see the increase. But don't worry if your payment date is later. Everyone will receive their adjusted amount according to the standard Social Security payment calendar. Now, here's something many people don't realize: this amendment also includes provisions for disabled workers and survivors. The Supplemental Security Income, SSI, thresholds are being revised, and resource limits are being increased for the first time in decades. Do you or someone you know receive SSI benefits? This could mean additional support for some of our most vulnerable citizens. But there's a catch you need to be aware of: not everyone will see their increases immediately. The Social Security Administration is implementing these changes in phases to ensure accurate processing. Your increase might depend on factors like your benefit amount, years of contribution, and current payment status. Have you checked your My Social Security account lately? That's where you'll find personalized information about your expected increase. This brings me to an important point: scammers are already trying to take advantage of this situation. Remember, you don't need to apply for these increases or pay anyone to help you receive them. They will be automatically calculated and applied to your benefits. If anyone contacts you claiming you need to take action or pay a fee, that's a red flag. Have you received any suspicious calls or emails about your Social Security benefits lately? Let's talk about the long-term implications of this amendment. The Social Security Trust Fund's solvency has been a major concern for years, with previous projections showing the fund could be depleted by 2034. This amendment includes measures to extend that timeline significantly. The new funding mechanisms are projected to ensure the program's stability through 2060. Isn't it reassuring to know that these benefits will be there for future generations? Here's something practical you can do right now: review your budget and start planning how to make the most of this increase. Maybe it's finally time to tackle those home repairs you've been putting off, or perhaps you can boost your emergency savings. Have you thought about how you'll use your additional benefits? The amendment also includes some lesser-known provisions that could affect you. For instance, there's a new credit for caregivers who had to leave the workforce to care for family members. This caregiver credit helps ensure that these individuals don't face reduced benefits due to gaps in their work history. Does this situation sound familiar to you or someone you know? Looking ahead, the amendment establishes a new advisory board to monitor the effectiveness of these changes and recommend future adjustments. This means the system will be more responsive to retirees' needs going forward. The board will include representatives from various stakeholder groups, including retiree organizations and economic experts. Isn't it about time we had a more dynamic and responsive Social Security system? As we wrap up this breaking news update, let me remind you of the key points. Bigger checks are coming. Starting this week, the increases are substantial and permanent, and the system is being modernized to better serve beneficiaries. But remember, these changes are complex and will affect different people in different ways. I want to hear from you. How will these changes impact your life? What questions do you have about the new amendment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about this historic change to Social Security. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more breaking news and updates on Social Security, retirement planning, and other financial topics that matter to you. Hit that notification bell to ensure you're always in the know about changes that could affect your financial future. And here's one final thought to consider: while these changes are significant, they're just one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Have you reviewed your overall financial plan lately? Maybe it's time to take a fresh look at your retirement planning in light of these new benefits. Thank you for staying informed and being part of our community. Until next time, keep watching for more updates on this developing story and other important news that affects your financial well-being. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your financial security. Share this video with friends and family who might benefit from this information. Together, we can ensure everyone knows about these important changes to Social Security benefits. See you in the comments section.